Good morning, everybody. My name's Ann Rossley. I'm here with my dear friend and colleague, Kyle Harvey. We are with Baird Warner. We sell real estate in downtown Chicago, and we're here today to talk about real estate. Good morning.
Good morning. We've missed you people for 2 weeks.
Yes, we had Memorial Day, and then we had moving weekend.
Oh my God. Chaos, chaos, chaos.
Do you want to talk about your little...
So I am crazy, people. 12 years ago, 13 years ago, I opened up a galley kitchen and made it a big open kitchen into my living room, got rid of my dining area, turned part of that into a closet, made it beautiful. And I hate it. So I'm putting it back. Not back, different. But I'm closing off the kitchen.
So you're going back to a galley kitchen?
Not a galley, even smaller. I'm going back to effectively like a kitchen you would have on a boat. I mean, it's just a tiny little thing.
Okay.
I'm not even having a refrigerator. I'm having refrigerated drawers.
Oh.
And one of those tiny little dishwashers that you run every night.
Like a boat.
Like a boat.
You have to send us pictures. So you're in the demolition phase right now, correct?
Yes, I have nothing. It's just one big open room.
Okay.
Yeah.
And have you demoed your living room as well?
No. The living room is going to be freshened in terms of decor, pulling off the wallpaper, painting the walls. I'm going to actually lighten the floor. You know, there's scope creep, people. Scope creep. Anytime you have a project, it's not a project. It's a beginning, a germ for an
enormous
project. Anyway, enough about
me. Our house in Michigan.
I'll bring pictures because that's
anyway. You talk about scope creep. With our Michigan house, I decided that the carpet was dirty, so I wanted new carpet. Well, new carpet led, since this is carpet's off, we should fix the walls. And of course, walls off means we should fix the electricity. And bop. Yeah. 3 years later, our reno was done.
I'm redoing a bathroom too. That's where scope creep goes.
Ah, okay. Well, we'll see where we end up with all this.
Thank you, everybody. All right, let's talk stats. Woo!
All right, let me pull up our statistics here. Wait a minute. I'm pulling up the wrong thing. I have so many things to share. My computer is just overwhelmed. Here we are. All right. We haven't talked stats in so long, everybody. I'm excited to share all this with you. All right, so we're talking Chicago lakefront neighborhoods again. First, put on your single-family home hat. We're going to talk single-family homes. Median sales price of $1,225.5 is up 12.4% versus previous year. You can see we've had a huge increase in the price of single-family homes. The average market time has come down. We're down to 62 days of market time to sell a home. Homes for sale right now, 249 homes for sale is down 34.6% versus previous year. And under contract, we have 119 homes, which is down 33.5%. See a pattern? All right, closings. We have closed 159 homes during the month of May. That was down 13% versus previous year. Remember, last year was record.
Yeah, record.
And average price per square foot on a single family home, $369. All right, here's where we are year to date. So as you can see, last year through May, we were up 90% versus 2020. This year, we're still holding our own January through May, even up 0.4% at $834 million worth of home sales.
And that is because the increased value of the homes, because we have far fewer homes. You saw from the previous one, far fewer homes for sale. And yet look at all this dollar activity. Wow.
Yep. Very good. All right. Month supply of homes. You see this coming up, but it's not like we're at a static market of 6 months worth of inventory. We're still at 2.1 months worth of inventory, which is very much a seller's market right now. And the average number of showings for a home in the lakefront market is 4.6. So 4.6 showings per month on a home, which is down a little bit from our record, but still, as you can see, very high over the last 3 years.
Well, remember, it says showings per listing.
Right.
But remember, people are buying. So, there are fewer homes. It's my experience with houses, especially, is it sells in a day, and so you don't necessarily need a ton of showings to get
Right.
a contract. So, it's weird stats. Anyway, keep going. Woo,
Okay.
condos.
Put on your condo hat now. Ouch, that hurt. Okay. Median sales price for a condo has been flat for about the last year, $395,000 for a median price condo. The average market time for a condominium is 83 days, higher than a single family home, but still reasonable. Homes for sale right now, 3,285, down 33%, very similar to our single family homes, down 33%. And the number of properties under contract, 1,357. That's down 13.1% versus previous year. Closed sales, 1,584 is down 6%. You can still see how high it is relative to 2020 and 2019. The average price per square foot for a condominium in the lakefront neighborhoods is $342, up 4.3% versus previous year. And here are sales to date. So whereas single family homes were up 90%, in 2021, condominiums were up 80.6% versus 2020 for the first 5 months of the year. And then when you look at where we are today in 2022, we're up 3% versus that record sales number at $3 billion worth of condo sales. Inventory, 2.8 months, down 35% versus previous year. And every property gets typically 4.3 showings per month, which is down a little bit, but still very strong.
Showing per listing, not per month, per listing.
Each month you'll get 4.3. Yes.
It's each month? Okay.
For each property for each month. Right.
Okay.
So now I want to show you a couple of things because I wanted to talk this because people are nervous about interest rates and what's going on. So I've got a couple of slides that I just thought I would share. These are from Keeping Current Matters. The first one is the number of showings, which we just talked about. Pre-pandemic, here's where our showings were. And this is nationally where showings went after the pandemic. So we've gone down a little bit in showings, but still, look how high we are. As we start to see the market normalize, quote unquote, with higher interest rates and so forth, it's going to normalize over the next few months. It's going to feel like we're in a crush, but it's just because we're so used to this mad, frantic activity of the last 2 years. But look, don't you remember, Kyle, when we were in 2019, we thought this is a very fine market, right? We didn't think we were.
We absolutely, for Chicago, it was normal. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. So then I've got another one to show you because everybody's like, oh my gosh, are we headed to recession? Are we headed to recession? And well, let me show you this. First home sales. Okay. Existing home sales, 2017, 2018, 2019.
Wow.
But look where we are here. Way up. So if we come down to the 5 million a year, and NAR is predicting we're going to be in the over 6 million for this year. So, it's not going to be crazy. And then one last slide. People, we have to press like 4 buttons to share a slide with you. Sorry. Phil. Okay, here we go. Okay, recession doesn't equal a housing crisis.
Yeah, no.
So prices, except for 2008 and a little bit in 91, they hold their own or go up. So even if with inflation and everything else going on, we see a recession, don't feel that that's necessarily going to be reflected in your home prices.
Yeah, the housing markets tend to be a place where people go during a recession, not flee from. 2008, the recession was caused by the housing problem, by the mortgage debacle craziness. It's So of course it was going to affect values, but the other times and this time, if assuming it happens, it's not. Let's talk
news. You've got a piece of news to discuss, right?
Well, yeah, let's talk about news. So everyone remembers that ghastly fall building collapse in Surfside, which it was not even a year ago, Anne.
Really?
It was June 24th, 2021.
No kidding.
Well, people, I used to be a lawyer, and so I understand how slowly it takes to go through a lawsuit to address people's claims for property, for personal injury. I mean, it can take years. Interestingly, for this one, there has been, and I think it's already approved, a $1 billion plus settlement.
Really?
That the court has approved a couple weeks ago. The collapse occurred on June 24th last year. 98 people died. I mean, it was a huge thing. Just to remind you, the judge said in approving this little over $1 billion settlement just for families, it was the best outcome for all. It avoids a trial and it gives relief right away. The defendants who will be funding the settlement are insurance companies, the developers, the city of Surfside, and then it says among others, but I'm thinking that the others are going to include the management company and their insurance policies, the contractors who advised or were working on the building, the engineering company that was working on the plans or gave the points of view about that the building was okay, and interestingly, a luxury condo building that had just been built next door, and the way that they probably built it that unsteadied whatever was going on in the building.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
The money won't be split evenly. Instead, families who have to file claims to get their share. So the pool for the families is $1.02 billion. I mean, my God. The condo owners whose condos were a complete loss and who lost property will share about 96 million. And again, they'll file claims talking about what was in the homes. But the investigation into the collapse is going to continue. So it's not like they're shortcutting any investigation. What they're just doing is getting the money out.
And we're already seeing ripples of this in our business in Chicago with these new disclosures that are required for condominiums.
Well, lenders are hamstrung by Fannie Mae because they are so terrified that there's going to be another one it was sort of the perfect storm in Surfside, and Chicago doesn't have that perfect storm, but I get it. I get that you've got to be careful after something like this. I mean, they were just blindsided. Okay, what's next?
Okay, so I want to share with you a photo. This is a picture at, hold on, let me take this
off. Who are those nice people?
Okay, so the woman on the right is my dear friend, Diane Pyshos, with whom I've been doing business for over 30 years with A&N Mortgage. Diane and I both have sons we've adopted from Paraguay. That's how we got to know one another. We also did the, what do you call it? The development at 40 East Delaware together. Ooh. Way back. Yeah. So anyway, this was Diane's retirement party. That was last week. She's retiring. I know she doesn't look old enough to retire, but I wish Diane all the happiness in the world as she goes into fun times as a retiree. The woman on the left is Maria Kennedy from A&N. Maria is partnering with Diane now, and
we taking over her business?
Good. Taking over her business. And Maria gave me the mortgage update for today. So I wanted to read to you basically what she has. 30-year fixed conventional on a home, putting 20% down today, 5.5%. Fixed 15-year, 4.75%. Investment properties now require at least 25% down, and the rates are hovering at 6%, with the borrower investor paying 2 points. There are lower options for points, but the rates will be closer to 7%. We work with over 30 banks, and not one is offering rates on investment properties without points right now.
Interesting.
Right?
A lot
86%
of
of
money down. That's a
a
lot.
lot of money down. Mortgage experts, 86% think rates are going to go higher this year. 14% say they're going to go lower.
No.
So not everybody says they're going up. Inflation continues to headline all topics with gas, energy, food, etc. Until this is reeled in, expect higher rates. Volatility is also expected. So while some days rates may be slightly higher than others, you can expect a higher direction over the summer.
Okay. But also remember, you get an initial rate now and you can decide in 5 years rates go down, refinance.
That's right. Or you can do an adjustable rate. There are all kinds of options. If you want to buy, there's a way.
Yeah.
Where there's a will, there's a way, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So next on the agenda, speaking of investments, let me quickly share with you my new investment property.
Yay. Yeah, let's see that.
All right. 6453 Bosworth, 3 flat in Rogers Park. This honey of a property is listed for $799,900. It, okay, there we go. 3 units, all basically the same floor plan.
Do any have tenants currently or no?
The top floor, 3
Okay.
bedroom, 1 bath units, all masonry. Everything's been done to this to keep it up to date. There's another kitchen.
Pretty good. That looks
yeah,
really
it's
good.
it's a honey. Here's the basement, clean, dry basement, rebuilt back. This property is returning $60,000, over $60,000 a year in income.
Great.
And it's a great property. I had a second showing on it yesterday, so we'll see. Yay.
Yay.
All right. So you've got historic homes to talk to us about.
I did. I thought, you know what? Sometimes it's nice to see different kinds of things. So now I'm going to share screen. Screen window. Historic homes. Share. Got them? Are we up?
Ooh,
there we
look
go.
At that.
Look at that. So this is 6721 South Bennett.
Okay.
It was on the market for $885,000. It's already under contract.
Wow.
It's 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. And look at the cute little garage. Doesn't it look like a little bit of a It's kind of darling. So it was built in the early 19th century.
Oh, look at that.
No, it was not built in the early 19th century. It was built in the early 20th century by architect J.A. Carlson. And the Tribune, which provided me the inspiration for this, said that they had a design competition in 1927. The Tribune did, and they think that this house was inspired by that competition.
Oh, that's interesting.
So look at some of these really cool, going back, look at, the details of that staircase,
right.
The archways, it was built for the owner of the Nelson Cut Stoneworks. So no surprise, it's all limestone.
Right.
And it's just steps away from Jackson Park, the wooded island, and the 18-hole golf course. So the new owners, assuming this deal goes through, are going to have a beauty of a property in Jackson Park Highlands.
Kind of a Gothic look to it with the beams and the heavy wood.
You can see these plaster walls. I mean, it's really kind of glorious. I don't know if you folks can see, but I can see in these pictures. It's really kind of gorgeous. Okay. Next, look at this cute thing. It's 3857 North Kevdale Avenue. It was on the market for $775,000, and it's already under contract. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, and as you can see from this, you see the sign over the door. It says circa 1873, so right after the fire.
Wow.
Look at how pretty this is.
I'm
It's an
surprised
old,
they let them put up a frame house then. Must have been right before they passed the law saying you have to go brick.
and it may have been out of the fire zone.
It could be, yeah.
Oh, this is Old Irving.
Oh, right. Okay.
So it's much further west. So
Yeah.
Old Irving is closer to the highways, people are. So it's on a corner lot, and look, it's got its little medallion, historic house.
So cute.
And this is the side of the house. And they've got a little kitchen garden. I didn't provide more pictures, but here's some. I mean, look at the detail on that staircase. It's the historic Richard Mates home, built, they say, about between 1870 and 1880. While it was completely renovated in 2013, it still kept some of these details. So look at, and so here's an example of how they updated it, but really kept this wonderful historic feeling.
Lovely.
So they've got a wraparound porch, grand staircase, vintage light fixtures, mahogany millwork, and hardwood floors. I mean, look at those floors. Those are glorious.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The third house is 2114 West 112th Street in the Beverly Morgan Park neighborhood. And look at this federal style. Isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
And it's federal blue, beautiful. It is 5 bedrooms, 1.1 baths. And it's on the market currently, and it's not under contract yet, for $389,900. And my guess is the size of the house and the paucity of bathrooms is impacting the asking price. But it's in an area of a lot of historic homes, and just get a sense of the neighborhood. It's really parky.
Mm-hmm.
If you look around, and this is the condition of the home, but it's still got some of the original details. But it's it needs some upgrade. It needs some love. So I don't know. I have not been to the Beverly Morgan Park area. Have you?
Yeah.
Well, it's organized with small parks and roundabouts.
Yeah.
And it was developed in the 1870s, and it's really got, again, this sort of suburban feel.
Oh, beautiful neighborhoods down there. Yeah.
And it was annexed to the city of Chicago not until 1914.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you got it, peeps.
Okay, here we go. So this is listed for $2,799,000. How's that for historic? Isn't that
Look
lovely?
at that. Wow.
Another view. Here's the porch. You can see the stone, the heavy wood, the beautiful sconce. Okay, look at this. It looks almost nautical with these wheels here. Isn't that a hoot? I don't know if you can see, but the woodwork is incredible, and these stained glass windows are just stunning. There's one picture. Okay, we can't figure out what this is. When you come in the front door, there's this little alcove, and they've put hooks there, but there's a little bench and a little window. It's almost like a doorman stayed here or something. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Like it was like the butler's little area.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting.
But again, you see this glorious woodwork.
Is there a closet under the under the staircase?
No.
Huh?
Just this. This must have acted as their closet. It's the prettiest closet I've ever seen.
Mm.
So, and lots of big rooms, the old fireplaces.
Look at that fireplace. Wow.
So I'm not going to go into all
When's
that.
it going on the public market?
I don't know.
Doesn't it say in the listing? No?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, maybe it'll sell fast without having to go on the public market.
Yeah, it needs renovation, but I'm hoping that somebody takes it who really will restore it to its elegance. There you go.
Excellent. Yay.
So that's all I have today.
That's all I have, people. Well, it was lovely seeing you, Anne. And next week we'll have more. We'll have more.
Send us questions. We're anxious to get back on our weekly schedule here. So good to see you. Good luck with your renovation. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.